Patrons, how are we doing? How are we doing?
Hi.
It's been a good week, gentlemen. Which is where we can go. It's kind of where we just chat nonsense about a week.
That is, yeah.
That's the point, isn't it?
That is what podcasts are for. Has it been alright? Yes. Yes, it's been alright. Actually,
Wow.
work has sucked.
Oh, right.
But I got these two great codes through.
Oh yeah, I did. I threw some codes over to you.
Two codes appeared in the classic Lewis sense of, here's a code, literally the code and the word Steam or PC.
At least you get that. I don't
Okay,
get
what's this? Obviously, the first code I got through, I was like, it's Cat's Quest. We'll go Cat's Quest.
that. Finally.
Typed it in. It's not Cat's Quest.
Of course it isn't.
It was Flotsam.
Do you remember
Which-
Flotsam?
Yes.
Is the
What?
you're on the sea.
You actually remember a day? No.
You're on the sea bit. I can talk about it more in the show, but it's good.
Remember the
I'm really
garbage
enjoying
one?
it.
So you get the garbage on the sea and you have to like make a little.
It's like a
It's
real-time
like Water
strategy
World,
game.
cartoon Water World, without the vines.
It was the one that advertised using the seagull with this stuff wrapped around its neck. And coming from the south coast, we were like, that's not going to sell it to me. I hate fucking seagulls.
I would add
They're like,
another
oh, it's cute.
wrinkle around this.
Yeah. And then choke it with a sandwich. I got that. And I was like, and I've been looking forward to that one. Enjoyed that. And I got Cat's Quest 2, which was the second code.
I actually have a Cat Quest 2 for you as well. But there's no point sending it because you won't play it.
Well, if you send me the first one, then I'll play the second one.
Oh, have you you don't have to play the first one.
I'd like to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you don't have to story-wise, which is a disappointment. Have you played Tank Wars yet?
Yep.
Have you actually played Tank Wars?
Yeah, we played it literally tonight.
Oh,
He came over and we played it.
hang on. Have you downloaded it on your PC? Is probably what I should have put.
No, because I decided to do a video of Lewis like I did last time. I texted Lewis this morning and said, can we do a video tonight? I'll come early.
Right.
I gave Lewis the key and I was like...
I already had a key, but
I didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
was just thinking.
I made it.
Got it.
Yeah,
What are
I'm
you
going
doing?
to steal one of your beers.
I don't think he got any of the beers. These are my beers.
No, but I gave him 2 Guinness.
Yeah.
So I gave him 2, took 1. Oh, so you took
No, I bought these.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Do you want a Guinness?
I have a Guinness, then.
Do you want to? Should we just move cans around?
Yeah, we'll just swap
I'm
cans.
just feeling like we should move cans
I want
around.
this one because you've already...
Okay.
used on it,
Can I have that one that you've opened? Have you drunk from that?
I
Yeah.
I was chatting to Trevor last night on Discord and he was like, Tom was pretty drunk last week on the vodka, wasn't he? I was like, I think he was.
Yeah.
We got a little bit drunk on the vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was way
Apparently your
too
eyes
tired
were
last
like
week.
Well, that's because I listened to you, mate.
I was way too tired last week. I shouldn't do podcasts when I'm tired. I'm pretty shattered now, but
I would bring vodka this week, but I don't get my bag, did I?
No.
So I couldn't bring anything.
Idiot left his bag in my car.
Sarah's car.
Sarah's car.
And I texted him immediately, and I was like,
He texts me immediately, but when you're driving and my phone's on silent, I don't look at my phone.
yeah.
So I get home and then I'm like, oh, he's left his bag.
but then we arranged for him to drop it off Monday evening, so because I needed it the next day, because we're going to Birmingham to see Empire Strikes Back live in concert.
nice,
In about a minute.
nice.
And he just didn't. He just didn't show up. Didn't message me or anything. Just didn't turn up. And I was like, great. And I was like, and can I take one of your bags? I had to empty one of their bags. Take that to Birmingham with me.
Please tell me it was a Hello Kitty bag.
No. It was more colourful than I usually go for in bags.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
It's fine. Put a lot of my own bag. Fine.
But yeah, so I played 2 pretty good games,
Nice.
which I'll talk about more in the show. So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that. Destiny 2 was obviously released. That counts as an indie game now.
Yeah.
I've played quite a lot of it already, actually.
I haven't played as much because I got Flotsam and Cat's Quest, so it's
Yeah.
all like. But I was able to bring my characters across,
From
so I got
PlayStation.
all my 750
Yeah.
light level gear
Well,
score.
yeah.
Sorry,
Good.
It's really good how they've done it.
Warlock,
actually.
Hunter, and Titan. So
That's it.
The free-to-play element is actually really good. And they've introduced a lot of cool things into it. That I played mostly with your brother
yeah,
and then a bit with Trev. And that's probably the only reason I played so much is because I was off yesterday because I had a dental procedure thing. And then I finished work today at 1 because the kids were on some career thing you don't normally teach.
Mm.
So like, you can go along to the career thing if you want, or you can go home. And I'm like, I can go home. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna-
yeah.
I'm not going to sit in the hall for 2 hours and be spoken to about like working in the public sector. I fucking work in the public sector already. Well, I don't actually anymore, but
No,
Yeah,
you
it's a
private.
good point.
Yeah,
Private
but-
school, yeah.
but no. So yeah, I've played more of that. But the Destiny's cool, man. It's really good now. Well, it's good. Gameplay was always good, but what's there now is really good.
Yeah.
It does feel more like I'm not being shafted as I play.
Yeah, they have the season pass thing, which is awesome. It's like Fortnite. You ever play Fortnite?
I'm aware of it.
Do you know, like 100 level season
I love the
pass,
fact
every
that
time
the
they have,
old
like, you get
guys
something.
are telling the younger one
Yeah.
about hip new
I
trends.
think I've heard of it, but it's actually an old trend now.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's on its way out.
But no,
Let's hope
it's good. Yeah, it just feels like you said. There's so much to fucking do in that game, and when I was reading through the free to play elements, I was like, oh my god! It's like you get so much free to play stuff. It's insane.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice. It's taking me because of course I'm used to playing on control pad, so sitting there with a keyboard going, okay, so Q's grenade.
Yeah.
How do I put my healing circle on the floor? Which button is it? Right, hang on, guys. You keep shooting. I'm just going to go into the menus, look at the buttons and controls.
Yeah.
They must be wondering, what the fuck is that guy doing? We're halfway through a strike. It's the boss, and he's gone into his menus again.
It's going to do a ghost out.
Yeah,
What
just
is
standing there.
I'd be exactly the same. I said about, I don't know, I'm quite outdated now, I think, on PC gaming. There are two control sets that I know, like your FPSs in general, like TF2, I played a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I know them because they're all usually the same. But a lot, like when I played that crap game,
Which one?
about Devil and some shit. What was it about? What's it called?
Oh, Devil's Hunt.
Devil's Hunt. That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played a game like that on PC ever before. All games like that kind of third-person action game. I only
Yeah.
played on console. So I was like, what does anything do? I was really confused. So well, must be like to you, isn't it, to play normal games?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're quite just confusing instantly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've played Destiny, and I was still accessing this on stream the other day in chat. Like, anytime I'm off the key, I always take PC now because just the ease of recording stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got so much better at mouse and keyboard because I'm always playing on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
And then like Destiny now, I can play Destiny absolutely fine and run a strike fine. I never have to look at my mouse. Although the other day I did pretend to go reload and done my super, and I was like, fuck, bollocks, fuck. Like, you think, yeah, I'm doing all the PC Master Race, me, mate. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna reload. Sorry, guys. But no, yeah, it is. Yeah, the way the game runs on PC, I could never go back and play that on console. I don't think. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
It's lovely.
like
Yeah.
60 frames a second, like just the whole way it runs. I'm like, I couldn't play this on console now. It just feel like, and the feedback Destiny has with like the gunplay and the feeling that each gun feels so satisfying and so different. And I never felt on the controller. I never was like, oh my god, this gun feels amazing.
Yeah.
But on a mouse and keyboard, you're like, headshot, 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 and you're like, oh. Like,
I'm still rocking my Mida multi-tool. So it's this
mine is so good.
awesome scout rifle, and you just go like, oh, he's dead, oh, he's dead, oh, he's dead, I'll do a spin, and oh, he's dead. And you're just like, oh my god, I must look really cool. Hang on, into menus, what does the key do?
That's how you get so many kills. Everyone's in the menus.
Everyone's in menus, and I'm just bouncing around. Yay!
How was Star Wars in concert?
Yeah!
Fucking good.
Was it?
Yeah. So it is. They do play the film.
Yeah.
And they are literally just like all the music track has been taken out of the film, and they're just playing along to the film. And then
Nice.
it was flawless.
Yeah.
They were so good. Yeah. It like
You liked it?
so yeah you honestly like there are times when you forget they're there. You're just like enjoying the film. You're like, oh yeah, that's happening.
This is
in
all
front of me.
live.
It's happening right here. But it's gorgeous. And when the Imperial March plays, that shit fucking hit.
Is it?
It's so loud. It's like, oh, that's evil.
Did you have like more there was a certain parts in the score that you never really noticed, but you also had more appreciation?
Yes.
Because it all of a sudden like jumped out.
There
like,
are certain parts of this is kind of a John Williamsy thing where like a trumpet will just blast through the scale in like a nanosecond. Yeah, and when it's live, you're like, wow. It's really impressive to see someone do it, and the brass section is so good. Nothing against everyone else, but brass really like when the brass kicks in, it kicks in when the brass kicks in. You're like, hell yeah, that's a real melody.
So who was doing it? Is this Philharmonic or
I
something
don't know
like that?
what. He did say what the name of the orchestra, but I can't remember what it was. But they do it. They did A New Hope before, so they're going through the films.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. But you know what's not fantastic? Birmingham.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I cannot stand Birmingham. Nothing pleased me more to hear that EGX this year was not in Birmingham.
By one of the few. Everyone on Twitter's like, go back to Birmingham.
No, they should go back to Birmingham. Go back to Birmingham.
Do you want to hear about my Birmingham experience?
God.
Okay, so first of all, I booked one of the cheapest hotels I possibly could.
Yeah.
It's called Avenue Club and Lodge. And I didn't really look at reviews or anything beforehand.
So you just went, that's really cheap.
Yeah, £30, that's fine. I went up and it was me and my mate, we're on the train, I was like, we should look at the reviews, have a look what that's like. First thing we did was look at a picture on Street View.
Yeah.
And the location of it, and we're like, fuck, that looks fucking dodgy. And it looks so like, I don't know about as a skip in the street, you know.
So the high end of Birmingham.
Yeah,
you're in
exactly.
there,
Yeah. And so we get there, we start reading the reviews, and we start cracking up because there's like so many reviews about people banging on your door in the middle of the night, just thumping on your door like non-stop. And there was one review that really cracked us up. So it's about, paraphrasing, but you say like, me and my wife came home quite late, and when we got there was a strange woman sitting on the stairs, coughing really loudly. When I asked her if she was okay, she glared at me, and it gave me chills. I went up to my room, me and my wife were settling in, and then suddenly, another one by the way, someone started pounding on the door. We realised it was the woman from the stairs, and turned the TV up and tried to ignore it. She banged on the door for an hour. And then there was like other ones complaining about how the fire exit is just left wide open all night.
Yeah.
So anyone can just wander on the street, can just wander in. Door handles to the rooms just hanging off the door. So like once we finally got back from the thing, we were laying in the beds and we were like, we're fucking dying tonight. I was like, we're not making it through tonight, are we? And he was like, no, we're definitely gonna die. But there was like when we actually were in town, in the city, in the middle of the city, we left the arena. And we started walking to find a McDonald's because we were well hungry. And walked down the river, and it was like beautiful. Like some really nice looking pubs. It was quite a trendy area. It was lit really nicely. We were like, wow, Birmingham's gorgeous. We couldn't believe how nice Birmingham was. We were like, this is incredible. What a lovely city. And then we were still following.
Then you turned the corner.
Literally turned a corner. We literally turned a corner, and our opinions changed on a fucking dime. Like we came around the corner and like, okay, we'll go under this bridge. And as we were coming up to that corner, there was like 4 dudes like chatting really loudly, like walking up behind us. And the second like they were behind us, they all stopped talking. And like we didn't say it at the time, but he said, my mate Alex said to me the next day, he said when that happened, I thought the shit was about to go down.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? I was about to fucking leg it, mate. I was like, I thought shit is about to kick off. But just like the entire time we walked through the centre of Birmingham, we just felt so unsafe.
Yeah.
We were like, we're getting mugged tonight. This is it. Like, this is the end. We're going to get
Birmingham,
stabbed.
mate.
That's Birmingham.
Yeah, fuck Birmingham.
Yeah, I hate Birmingham.
Fuck Birmingham and fuck Avenue Lodging Club. Because it just feels so cursed in there. It's not a good place to stay.
I was hoping that the door was going to bang for an hour.
We kept joking about it, like, someone's going to bang on our fucking door, aren't they? We were waiting for it. And it was like, there were doors really close to ours, so whenever you heard someone else's door, it sounded like your door.
Yeah.
So like, we heard like, we're waiting for a second. No
Did you like move stuff in front of the doorway?
We had plans.
Yeah, plans.
Well, me and Alex, like, we used to work together, and work's boring, obviously, so we used to just get quite weird at work. So like we look at each other like across the room and go and do like monster noises. It just entertained us like to no end for some reason. We found it very funny. So we do that every now and again. I said, mate, someone breaks in here, I'm busting out the monster noises. I'm getting on all fours. I want to freak this person out so they leave. Because I can't win in a fight. Look at me.
So I'm just going to
being weird is
out.
my best option. So I said, I'm going to scurry up to them on all fours, like screeching.
That's a good idea.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah. No, who's going to fight that?
No one.
I even added the option I might just take off all my clothes as well and then do it.
Yeah.
Imagine a naked man just like
stripping naked should always be a go-to.
and like running at you like a monster.
Yeah, no, that should always be a go-to.
But yeah, it was a good time, good adventure.
Nice.
Yeah, Star Wars was great, fantastic. We're already planning to go see Return of the Jedi, and they're also doing Fellowship of the Ring, so we're going to go see that as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you're not going to book that same shit.
Fuck that place, man.
So have you learned that maybe you should read reviews and bits before?
Well, no, because it was really cheap, and we did survive. So it's not really that bad. Like if we had died,
it's character building.
It is character building. I feel like a better man, stronger
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
A man more willing to take his clothes off in the event that he might get stabbed.
Should we do a podcast?
Should we go into the podcast? Let's go for it.
Just really hope we wouldn't go from there, but okay. I'm ready.
What's up and welcome to the Indie Incredible Podcast, Season 2, Episode 33, a weekly podcast where we get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. We go for all the indie games we've been playing, we go for the latest indie game news, and we cover our main topic. This week's main topic is talking about streaming services. We don't mean Netflix or Amazon Prime, we mean video game streaming services, stuff like Apple Arcade or Game Pass, and asking the question that is it better for an indie game just releasing to release day one on a streaming service to get into more players' hands, and that's what we're going to be tuning on at the end of the podcast. Help me go through all the indie game news and chats. As always, is Dan from at the Dice Bear.
Hello.
And Tom from at Shriek and Profit.
Hello.
And if you really want to find me, you can find me at What's Up Woody. Before we jump into the what we're playing, gents, we dived into the meat of our week in the pre-show.
Meaty week it was.
Meaty week it was.
Yeah.
About Tom literally nearly getting naked to save himself getting killed.
Yeah.
And Dan
just having a normal week.
Having a normal week.
No, you can't put me stripping off naked to save yourself from death.
Normal.
Yeah. I mean, Dan's normal week's probably going to sell it to you. Patreon.com/Indiecredible. $1 a month, and you can literally get access to all of those Dan's normal weeks.
Yeah. That's it. Become a part of
That's our
the
segment.
show.
That's a segment. Dan's normal
Dan's
weeks.
normal week. How's it been? Yeah, it's been alright.
Pretty normal.
What did you do? The shopping?
Oh wow, where'd you go?
Food?
Morrison's?
Tesco.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Do you, so how's the week been in general, guys? A quick round up for our general listeners, to people who don't support us on Patreon.
For those general people who aren't willing to cough up that $1, yeah, it was alright. That's what they paid for.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
that's what they get.
I'm sure some stuff happened, but I've forgotten now. So
You'd have to pay that $1.
Good, glad to hear it.
How was your week?
It was good. It was good.
That's enough.
There you go, done. Next.
But we haven't played some indie games. I haven't played as many as I wanted to, but I've played some.
I've played 2.
Played 2.
Yeah, is that because you were playing one just before
Yeah.
we started this?
2 of them I played right here, like
Today.
half an hour ago.
So do you want to kick us off then, mate?
Yeah. Played Tank Wars. Trev?
Hey.
I did it.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's tell the whole story. Did you download it on your PC?
No.
No.
I thought I was doing a good deed, right? Because I wanted to. I said I'd do a video, as I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I thought about doing it on my own last night, and I was like, actually, I think I'd rather do it with Lewis again because it's sort of like a sequel video to the one we did.
Yes. Yeah, a little while ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I texted Lewis this morning, and I was like, listen, mate, if I send you my key, do you want to just download it and then I'll come to yours early and do that? And he was like, yeah, I'll take your key. Without telling me, of course, that he's got like 20 anyway. So
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. I was just trying to be nice.
Well, we've all actually supported this game for a while now, so we've been playing it for a while. Of course,
Well,
we've
you know
got
what?
keys.
I'm going to pay money for it when it comes out. That's real support, okay?
We
Well,
We
you
bought
did it.
T-shirts.
yeah.
I didn't know you had to buy them. Well, I'm
Also,
making a
I
video.
spent the
Well,
whole
I'll
of last
put it
podcast pimping out
in.
that
Oh, there we
game.
go. But yeah, I made the video. We had fun.
So the year on we played it. So for those who don't know, Tank Wars.
I want to look up.
Tank Wars is what?
Pass my phone. I want to see how old the video is.
What is Tank Wars?
Tank Wars is a tank shoot 'em up. It's like an arena shoot 'em up where you just like blasting all these like waves of tanks, getting a high score. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, old school kind of arcade
Yeah,
shooter, isn't
it's
it?
pretty hectic.
So we recorded a video over a year. I think it was over a year ago now.
We'll find out.
Where Tom and I sat down and we played Tank Wars, competed against each other, and it was the first alpha build, so it was very different. And like
Yeah, it was a while
the biggest difference what I noticed was the amount you could spam bullets. Like
Yeah.
just happened before, you just shoot this wave of bullets, whereas now there's like a cooldown between your bullets.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have to be a lot more accurate, which meant Tom sucked.
I won.
And
Oh, spoilers for the video.
You just ruined it for me now, man.
yeah, no, but so it was. We thought it'd be nice to do a video year on, and firstly, there's a new map,
Yes,
a
Snowman.
snow map, which
And there's 2 more.
there's
coming
genuine
soon.
like slide mechanics in there, and that took me off guard.
Yeah, so
Oh.
we didn't do that one.
It's too hard. And then the other one has got now lava pits in there, and Tom kept going on about teleports. He
I
kept going on
think I
about.
dreamt this, honestly. I think I genuinely had a dream where Trev told me that there are teleporters in the game now. And,
Right.
and I just believed it.
He was
and
driving into everything, like the
And I
lava
was
pits.
like, is
Going,
this,
oh,
is
it's
this
not a
teleport?
teleport.
I was like going to stuff, is this a teleporter? Like I was convinced that there were teleporters, but there isn't.
No, there used to be like the Stargate thing at the loading screen. There
There's
used to
still
be.
that for the
That's
enemies.
the
to come
the
out.
enemies
enemies
to come
come
in.
Yeah.
But he was like driving into that. Oh, it's not a teleport. But he drove into the lava pit and was like, oh, it's not a teleport.
I was like, this must be the teleporter. And I went into it. I was like, no. And I was thinking, like, where are these teleporters? But thinking about it, I think I did dream that there were teleporters in the game. But Trev, you want to add a function in there? Teleporters, Pac-Man style teleporters. They transport you to the other side of the map. There you go. That's free.
What else?
It's 1 year ago.
It was 1 year ago, is it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, it's so different.
It is.
It's
Oh, it
a
had
bit of
grass
fire.
and everything, didn't it? Like back then.
Yeah. Right. Well, 8th of March 2018.
I hope this is going to be up
Yeah.
there somewhere so people can
Jeez.
see.
Yeah,
Probably not, because I can't bother to edit it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there is an old video available if you want to go watch it. It gets quite funny. It gets a little bit racist with my accents.
Yeah, Lewis does.
I
Yeah.
tried the Australian accent. Doesn't end up being Australian. Ends up being a lot worse.
He started one today,
Yeah.
and it was just a noise. He was like, ah! And I was like, what? What was that? And he was like, you got to guess.
Yeah, you enjoy Tech Wars?
Yeah, Tamworth is good fun.
I
It is
enjoy good
Tamworth.
fun. Demo available now, guys, on Steam and itch.io if you want to go check it out. Link to a demo is in the description as well.
Or I can send
of
you
this
my personal
podcast.
key if you want.
Did you see his tweet when Trevor's like, "You haven't activated it"?
Yeah, I know. I was waiting until Friday, mate. Don't you worry about it.
What else have you played?
I played
A Knight's Quest.
A Knight's Quest, which is it's bloody Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask style Zelda sort of game. It was alright, way too dark. Maybe the brightness was really far down on your Switch. I don't know, but
Maybe.
I couldn't see what I was doing half the time in that underground section.
Yeah.
I honestly played maybe like 5 minutes.
I didn't see you play much of it, but
Yeah.
I will say the sound effects already irritate me. Every time you jump, you don't need to do a sound effect. Like every now and then it's
There are three. So
there's three sound effects. It goes ho,
Oh, that's the best one.
ho,
That's exactly like Zelda.
ho. And
It's
just
true.
like- it's very loud, isn't it? It's like very loud on the Switch. Like I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that is so
It
loud.
does cut through.
But yeah, early thoughts, like 10-minute impressions.
Not really blown away so far.
It's fine.
I want every game to blow me away in the first 10 minutes, and this has just not done that. Yeah, it looks whatever to me. I'm not
don't.
interested in it, to be honest.
I don't like the facials in it.
Yeah, you said
Don't
it
like the
before.
animation.
It looks.
And you usually love
It
faces.
looks
I
like.
do love the facial.
Oh my god!
Can't get through, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be fine. No one will get that.
For that, yeah.
No one will get that. But the they look like cheap
Oh my
Lego
god,
models.
we threw Lewis.
I know, hard to do.
That's immense.
They look like cheap Lego models. Lego
They're
models.
like
yeah,
Mega Bloks.
yeah, they look like the Mega Blocks, yeah.
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 They look like the Mega Blocks.
Or,
Like,
or Roblox.
Roblox.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
but yeah.
It doesn't look nice.
No.
And the
Well,
combat looks.
other than the rest of it looks fine.
Yeah. Scenery looked actually
It's just the
alright.
facial stuff is
The
very-
combat stuff, like you said, looked literally cut and paste Zelda.
Yeah, you literally lock on. It's not the same little lock on.
It was nearly exactly the same skeleton model as well.
You
Yeah,
even had the,
exactly, yeah.
like you said, the triangles as well. Like,
Yeah,
As
and
they
literally-
rotate around,
and
yeah,
just
yeah,
lock
yeah.
on, yeah.
Yeah. So if you like Zelda games and you don't want to spend 50 quid on a Zelda game, potentially A Knight's Quest might have something for you. We
Yeah.
will have a review up on the site middle of next week when the game actually launches. I'm going to be reviewing it over this weekend. But yeah, we'll find out more about it. But what I've seen from you play of it,
Yeah.
I'm not blown away. And you've not been blown away by playing it.
Yeah, not really.
He was skipping the story as well pretty quick. He
I
was
don't
like,
have time for that.
care
And there
what
was
you've got to
so
say.
much text. I don't really play Zelda for that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? You play it to get in some dungeons and start bloody slashing some people up, doing some puzzles. You know, I'm not here to read a book.
If I wanted to do that, I'd read a book.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I was like jamming the skip button. And I was going pretty fast and it was sticking around for a long time. I'm sure that's just at the beginning. I'm sure there's a lot of like
And that's
setup that it's giving you. Like,
all you've played, isn't it?
that's all
That's all you played.
Right.
Well, indie game wise anyway.
Yeah.
Shall I kick off next and then you
Yeah,
go?
go for it.
So I played that
I forgot about this.
Deliver Us the Moon. I need to give you a new key because they've where they've updated the preview.
Right.
They've locked out the old keys, so I've got a
Oh,
new key
fair
for you.
enough, fair enough.
So I finally played Deliver Us the Moon. It's the Wire Productions game coming. That's the third-person space adventure with mild elements of, I would say, thriller. I hate it when games keep going, it's got elements of horror, and it's like, this is thriller. It's not horror. Do you not know
Yeah.
the difference? Like.
Has its own genre.
Yeah. And it's thriller. It's. I'll be honest. I went into this with pretty low expectations. Like,
Right.
I don't know why. I just
Isn't this the same people who did that Sun one, the Thingy Sun that was
close to the sun. Well, yeah.
Rip-off?
Is that the same
Walked
people?
into
Well, it's not the same publishers,
Oh,
not
okay,
developers.
right,
That was Storm in a Teacup.
Mm.
And I can't remember actually who's developing Deliver Us the Moon, but Wire Productions published both of them.
Yeah.
And I Yeah, I went in with pretty low expectations. I don't know why. I was like, I like space adventures, but there was nothing in the trailers that was blowing me away. I went in and it was actually a lot better than I initially expected. It gives you story straight off. What's the dev's name?
Sorry, it's confusing. Koken Interactive.
Yeah, Kyoken Interactive. Okay.
Kyoken.
That's it. But it's not a shot giving you a story straight away. Bang, like straight off the bat, you go straight in there, that made me happy because I was like, oh cool, I'm doing this for a reason straight away. It's very generic, the story, but it seems like it's going to be delivered quite well. There's space station's gone silent. You're going onto the space station on the moon to find out what's happened to it. Mm-hmm. It gets creepy straight away. What I said about creepy, I don't necessarily mean scary in terms of flickering lights and atmospheric, and then you like in your headset, did I hear a noise? Didn't I hear a noise? And then something flicker the other side there, and you turn the light on, and then a shadow will run across. And
classic stuff.
The preview I played was 50 minutes, and that's all I could get on the preview. We're not allowed to play any more of it than that at the moment. And it's actually made me go, okay, I want to review the game now. I want to play more of it. It was good, and that's in that kind of genre where there's so many big games out there in that genre. Being good in that genre as an indie game, I think is fine, to be honest. But yeah, it's the only thing I question is how much action there's going to be in there. And I'm not saying there needs to be action, but the controls for I played with gamepad, and your like lateral movements are very swift. So basically, if there's any combat, I feel like it will be pretty janky. Right. You know, when you can play a game, and you're like, oh, combat in this wouldn't feel great. Yeah, definitely. The player movement didn't feel great. Now, granted, this is a preview version. That was my concern about it. There was no combat in the like puzzle. Mostly, you had to sort of power supply thing out and then deal with this, and then like 2 or 3 puzzles, and that was it. There wasn't any combat. I don't know if there will be combat, but I'm concerned. I'm concerned the devs are going to think we need to put something in here to make it fleshed out, and it doesn't feel like it's built that it can handle that. Right. Yeah. That's my professional opinion. Next, Valfaris. We got the review key through for Valfaris 2 days ago. I've finally done the first level. Damn, the game is so hard. It is hard. It's that classic hard where there's not tons going on the screen, but you have to time everything so well. So just jumping over an enemy has to be well, because the enemy coming behind, if you don't jump over, you won't have time to then swing your sword. So it's just, everything has to be pixel perfect and timed well. Yeah. And then add in the fact that you have these massive guns. This one isn't as platform, like, isn't, what do you want to call it, probably, isn't as Dark Soulish as Slain. And Slain isn't Dark Souly, but Slain was a bit slower and methodic. Yeah. Whereas this is more Doom. This is more, give me a massive gun and let me just shoot a million demons at once. Okay. Like, this is like, oh, there's like one of the bosses I fought is this massive worm thing that comes out of the ground. It's like, and you're shooting this, what can only be described as the BFG, this bolt that goes across there, and just enemies just splatter all over the place. Right. So it is more aesthetically like a 2D Doom than it is like what Slain was. Yeah. The soundtrack is fucking amazing. Yeah. It's so good. And it's just fun. It's just cool. Like, it's super cool. I'm saying we're going to review it. If I can't get a review done by the time, then I'll do a review on next week's podcast. Right, okay. Whether that'll be a full, I finished the game, I will at least have enough time in the game to say, this is what it is. And it releases in a week's time anyway. So it releases next. Yeah, I won't be playing this one. Yeah. I'll definitely be watching it. Yeah. I'll definitely be like, yeah, you're doing great. Yeah. But no, I won't be playing that one. Yeah, I'll be no good at it. It's not really worth playing that. Nice. I still haven't completed Slain. And the final game I want to mention is a bit of a cheesy one. Cheat one. Yeah. Because it's not really an indie game, but they did send us key and I did promise I'd talk about it on the podcast. Okay. Sell it out. But it is, I don't know. I mean, it's not... Whoa. If you remember, if you're an indie game developer or publisher and wish to have your name, game, title smoothed out everywhere, hello, Trials of Fire from What Boy Games. Right? Amazing game. You should buy this. It's available on Steam. Then you just need to get in touch with the bear at the dice bear, and I will whore the shit out of your game. Because that's what we do. Sellouts, man. You know. I was born in the 80s. It's all about selling out. Exactly. Yeah. But no, I have been playing Grid. Now, Grid is possibly my favourite racing game franchise. A lot of people, for some reason, like when I mentioned it on stream and that, lots of people haven't heard of it, and I'm like, really? So Grid originated as just Grid Autosport back in 2006, and it's actually the arcade game that introduced rewind mechanics. Everyone thought it was Forza. This done it way before Forza. And if you wonder what rewind mechanics are, when you crash, you can press a button to rewind back and then replay that section of the race.
And crash again, which is what I usually do. Do exactly the same thing.
So we were sent code from Grid. It is developed by Codemasters, so they are a big player in the racing genre. Now, this is everything I loved Grid for. They've completely nailed on the head and brought back, and it is absolutely spot on. Now, if you're going to compare it hands down to Forza or GT Sport, as in your hardcore motorsport sim games, then visually it's a lot less than what they offer. And in terms of gameplay of racing mechanics, it's also less. But if you're looking for a racing game that is like, I want to pick this up, I want to put it down, I want to play a race, this is so good. And the reason Grid does it so well is it keeps races super short. Races are never more than 5 laps.
Right.
Like the UI is super simple. Now, this is going to sound weird to people who don't know racing games very well. The way they balance the cars is very interesting. They balance them based on weight of model rather than downforce. So for like a racing sim, when you brake, your back end will kick up because the mechanics of the racing sims are based on the downforce mechanics of the car. Because make it real life.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes.
So the lower the car is to the ground. Whereas
so you've got air going over it and pushing on it, forcing the car down,
which will cause kick-outs and little things like that.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas what Grid does is it just goes, oh, this is a Mustang, so we're going to make it heavier at the back. Or this is a front-wheel drive hatch, we're going to make it heavier at front. So you still get
more fun.
You still that's it. So you still get a feel of the ultimate mechanics, but it's like baby mode of sim version. So you still get a feeling of sim racing. Like racing a Mini, you brake, you expect it kind of just stops dead because they're so small.
Yeah.
You're racing a Formula 1 car or a Formula 1000 car in there, you brake and the back end does kick, but it's because it's heavier on the front end and it's the way that they're set up. So it's just, it feels good. That's the best way I can describe it. It feels good, it's fun. I've not played it online. It brings all genres of racing together in one package. You've got stock car racing, you've got it's not Formula 1 racing because I haven't got the license, but it's Formula 1000. You have...
So just knock off Formula 1.
Well, no, it's an actual class. It's a real class, yeah. It's really big in Asia, I believe, and they race on actual streets. You have like GT, you have touring cars, you have all sorts of like racing in there, and you play through. Fernando Alonso's in the game. I didn't know he was in the game.
Hell yeah.
I jumped in the game and...
Is he just on the headset bitching about something? You broke the engine! You never got this right! You cut me off!
You have to unlock the series to...
It was spot on. I thought he was in the room for a second.
You have to unlock it to race against him. But honestly, if someone wants a racing game, that if you like racing games, and you want something you can pick up, put down, this is like perfect. It is. I would say it's almost better than Forza Horizon for the pure fact that Forza Horizon is fucking huge. Like, that game is, you go to a race and then all of a sudden you unlock 7 more races. You do 1 more race, you unlock another 7 more races. This game is, you can already see your progress and you're like, oh, I could get through this probably in a month, 2 months' time, just kind of chipping away at it. Forza, you're like, I'm never going to finish this game. Like, I'm never going to do it. It's cool, it's fun. It's not an indie game, but they did send us a key. And I promised I would mention it and talk about the game. And being a racing game fan, I want games like this to go out there and get recognised. But anyway, that's what I played. Dan, finish those up with some actual indie games. Don't be a sellout like me.
Some indie games. So I've been playing Gears of War. I have actually, but it's just called Gears now. I've been playing Flotsam, which is by Pajama Lovers. Now, we played this at EJX Rest. And we sat down, and it's basically a real-time sim. So you've got... It reminds me so much of Warcraft 3, where you've got your little peons, and you've got to send them out to collect different bits. It's Warcraft 3 meets Waterworld the movie, right? So they go out, they go and they collect bits of wood and plastic, and then you use that to build your drying racks, so you can dry your wood, which you'll then take to where you've got your water treatment plant, and actually you take it to a workshop so they can turn it into fire, into kindling, so that you can then take it to the water treatment plant to boil the water to allow you to have fresh water to drink because you're out at the sea.
If it was a
You've got-
true Waterworld game, you just pee into a funnel.
Oh, God, yeah. You have field faces.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you've just got all these different building options, and you've got to dry wood to create different things. You get different materials from different places. You've got certain like quests you've got to complete. So the very first quest just absolutely changes the game as I thought it was going to be into something else. It's the first quest. You've got to get a giant sail for your city, your floating city,
Right.
so that you can sail your city through the waters. You just add a fecking great sail to it.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. I'm
Is it good fun?
really loving it. It's so mellow.
So it's been in
It's in alpha at the moment. It's still in alpha.
Yeah, like
it's in
alpha,
early
right.
access.
very early
Yeah.
access. So my concern was like 2 or 3 hours you'd have done everything in the game. Is that not the case?
Not so far, but I did screw up my first city.
Who doesn't in these games?
So you've got because you've only got a land thing and you've got to build the roads out from it because it's all floating. If you screw up your roads that are coming out from it, well then you've got nowhere to build from. There's a point that your little city in the middle could take no more roads. And I was like, because you don't have a lot of materials to start with. And you're like, God, I've got to build this, and I've got to have a water treatment, and I've got to have some way of getting food, and I've got to do that. So I can only afford to make this amount of pathway. And then I built across it, and I just made little ones off it. Oh, I attached that to the main building. And then it reached a point that I had literally nowhere I could add to this thing. And all my people are like, I've got nowhere to sleep. Oh no, we're going to die from sleep. And you're like, oh yeah,
I feel that.
bastard. So I had to start again. So I started a new one. This time you build, but it has that wonderful, you have to be methodical about how you're placing things. You've got to think about what's important to build and what they can cope without. You've got to be thinking, okay, here's the overarching quest of I've got to get to this island to save this person or help this person, so I need to build these bits. And you get kind of just lost in it, in that way that really good games do of, well, I can sit there for a while and just watch my little guy swim out, collect some bits, swim back in.
Are there sea
Put it on
monsters?
dry and back. There are fecking huge whales, but they haven't attacked so far. I've had nothing.
So far.
I've had nothing
Any
that
sharks?
has attacked or damaged me yet.
Right.
But I do feel like I'm like the kiddies paddling pool of the
Yeah.
game at the moment, where they're like, "Oh, well done, you built a house. Who's a clever boy? Here's a sticker. Now cough and try the game." I will say one thing though that at the very beginning I hated, but now I absolutely love is they tell you jack shit. Literally nothing. There isn't the seagull there going, oh, press that button to make Gary swim for this. There's none of that. There's just like, we'll figure it out. But I don't know what to do. Yeah, well, you'll die then, won't you? Oh shit, I will. Okay, what does that button do? Nope, that just blew it up. What does that button? And it's great. There is a booklet you can go and read.
Right.
That's in
Who's
there.
doing that?
But I tried.
Yeah.
Because I needed to find out how to make fire to help. I couldn't find it in there. I'm sure it might be in there. But I'm just like, dry wood. No, that's a... No, I don't... What the f... is that telling me? That makes no sense. Gary has wood, and how is this... Stop it, Gary. Stop having those dreams. I'm loving it. It is one of these great, tranquil little games. I'm just sitting there
It looks
going,
really nice.
man, I'm just going to chill out to this and hopefully build this huge city that
Do you want to keep it?
sails along.
Okay.
No.
No?
No.
It is going to be coming to all consoles,
Yeah,
but it's after PC.
It looks nice, but I don't think I'll be any good at it. I think it'd be wasted.
Well, you know what?
No, I don't think it'll be. I don't think it's a case of I'll be any good at it. You learn as you're going along,
Yeah, I
and
think
you get better as you go along, and then you start.
Evolution's never been a strong point from
I never learn.
No, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do keep coming back here every week, so I mean that is true. But yeah, Flotsam, early access at the
Flotsam.
moment. Really enjoying it. Really looking
just so
forward to it.
because it's FLOTSAM, isn't it? Flotsam.
FLOATSOM. Flotsam.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I've been playing Cat's Quest 2.
Nice.
Cat's Quest 2.
When's the review coming?
When's the review coming?
Yeah.
Once I've finished the game, because
We need them views.
you need those extras. Well, the big thing is, I'm not sure what you can say about it. Because
What's
it's
like
Cat's
puns,
Quest.
Surely. Just
Oh no, I've already got the title.
Okay, good.
I've got the title.
Lay on us.
The perfect sequel. The perfect sequel.
Yeah.
Or a dog's dinner, or the dog's dinner, something like that, or Gentle Brothers.
So they don't have dogs
There's something
in it,
there. Yeah, because it's cats and dogs.
No wonder our Cat's Quest video has the most views. That kind of
With that,
quality stuff.
I'm there.
Yeah.
It's Cat's Quest. It's exactly the same, except you can play it 2-player now, which, when you're playing it single player, you can swap between them,
Right.
but the AI is good enough not to be a hindrance.
Oh, okay.
So usually you play these and it's like, oh god, that AI is dead again. Yeah, they're rolling out of attacks, they'll go in. They don't attack a lot,
Right.
but when they do, it's effective. So it is down more to you to be able to do it, but at least you're not thinking, God, I've got to look after them, I've got to protect them, I've got to do that. Jesus, will you please follow properly? That type of thing. They follow really well. And of course, you then get the 2-player aspect of it as they bounce along, defeating enemies, avoiding these very simple bits. It's already had a couple of pretty good jokes in that are mocking the whole role RPG thing, the whole what they're doing with it as a second one, which I like. That's what they did in the first one really well. Cheeky little nods. My only issue at the moment, and it is because I'm quite early in the story, is so far it doesn't seem to connect to the first one.
Okay.
It does very much seem like they've gone, and here's a new story. And the last one didn't finish. They left it open with these other bits, and you're like, I want to know more. Where are they going to? I kind of hope so. But you also kind of get the feeling that they've made the game thinking, well, what if no one's ever played Cat Quest before? We don't want them to feel left out. And part of me just kind of like, actually, sod them. They should go and play Cat's Quest.
Yeah.
And then go on to Cat's Quest 2. Or let them enjoy Cat's Quest 2 with these little nods to the other one.
Yeah.
These little story bits, and make them go, oh man, I need to go and play that because I want to understand what that is.
Yeah.
But no, it's another Cat's Quest. It's another great, fun dance through an RPG where you're...
Have you played it with someone else yet? Or
No, I haven't yet.
Is it local?
It's only local, yeah.
It's local, yeah.
Right. Only local.
Which I think is going to be great once we're on Switch. Because
it's not on Switch yet. It's only on PC and Apple Arcade at the moment.
Yeah. So I think once it gets past, once it's on that Switch, it's going to be great fun because you can just go, oh, go on, jump in. Here we go.
Yeah.
And it does seem very much like that Lego-esque type one. You'll be able to drop in, drop out, nice and easy. Have your characters, build up their stats, do all of that lot, make them tanks, run around. Lovely, beautiful world, great colours. No, absolutely no issues at all so far with it yet. I haven't had anything slowing down or dropping out or...
Excellent.
It's just been...
Nice.
Cat Quest at its best. Part 2.
Cat Quest at its best. I like that.
Yeah, good rhyme.
Wow. that was punchy for what we played, wasn't it?
That's
probably the
nice.
most punchy we've ever been.
Right, let's extend it.
Maybe.
So,
let's not do that ever again.
Do you kick on some news then?
let's do news.
So, a lot of the news this week, honestly, is repeating game names from last week, but we just got release dates this week. That's all it basically is.
Right.
So,
We are hitting
Lonely
the quiet
Mountain
period.
Downhill. We told you last week it's coming to Xbox Game Pass day one of launch. We now got the announcement from Xbox, as we thought it would be, but it's releasing on the 23rd of October on Xbox Game Pass. If you don't own Xbox Game Pass, it is also releasing on Nintendo Switch, on PlayStation 4, and on PC on the same date, but for $17.99.
Sorry, I've got to interrupt you there. Why don't you have Games Pass?
Oh, we've got to sort it out.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, he's got to sort it out. We're going to sort it out tomorrow on the phone. We'll do it tomorrow.
Call me tomorrow. I'll get on.
It's annoying. But Lonely Mountain Downhill, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm probably going to do a little cheeky stream of it. It looks fun. It looks hard, and I like the fact that it looks hard.
Yeah.
It looks like the kind of game you'll go, oh, this looks easy. Like, looks cartoony.
Looking, yeah.
And you jump on me like, huh? Like, why am I doing? Why is my character just splattered across the floor? Like, what's happening in this game? Next up, Stranded Sails, a game that we are definitely going to be reviewing. I know that for a fact now. And a game I cannot wait for, which is releasing now on the 17th of October. You know what Stranded Sails are? It's the one that we spoke about several times now. This is one definitely for your brother as well. I think your brother will like this. It's because it's very much like Western inspired as well. So, cool. Because it was shown off a Tokyo Game Show anyway. Losing my voice. So, Stranded Sails is an adventure game with your farming sim elements, your Stardew Valley with Zelda elements as well, because you have a lot more emphasis on combat and exploration as well.
Yeah.
There's sailing in it, there's fishing in it. It looks cute, it looks fun. It looks...
Yes, nearly like Minecraft.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. In a lot
Apart
of ways.
from it looks good.
Have you not seen 4K?
Although it hasn't got 4K graphics.
Yeah, you
Up next, Val Faris has released a press release today saying it's getting a new game plus. If you can even finish the game in the first place, you can jump back in New Game Plus where your weapons and your... I've not got to this part yet, but there was something, your demolition abilities or demonic abilities carry over. I've not got to that part where the demonic abilities are even a thing yet. All carry over. However, the enemies are a lot harder and there are more enemies around. So if you want to play a New Game Plus, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go to the doctor and just be like, look, I want to play New Game Plus with Alfaris. What is wrong with
you
me?
there and then.
Why am I doing this?
They will
Why?
give you a topical cream.
It was like Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is not hard, but after I spent 170 hours finishing the game, finished it was like, do you want to start New Game Plus? I'm like, are you kidding me? I spent 170 hours in this world. No, I want a break for a minute. But Alfaris is getting New Game Plus, so people who like doing that kind of extended stuff, then it's always good. Like, I think a New Game Plus should be a staple in almost any game.
Yeah, it's a good addition. Because then if you love the game, it's always fun to go through it again.
Yeah.
As a
slight
complete boss,
difficulty.
yeah.
So did Zelda do and put it behind the paywall. Do you remember this?
No, what?
They released hard mode. You can only get hard mode in the game if you bought the season pass.
For what?
For Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only get hard mode. But the thing is, because it's Nintendo, everyone's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine.
It's not fine.
If EA done that, can you imagine how bad it'd be?
It'd just be another EA mishap, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Valvaris, and it's releasing on the 9th of October, and we will have a review for you, either sometime next week, probably on the podcast, because I'm probably not going to be able to finish it in time. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to focus more on a night quest, because I think I could get through that easy.
Yeah.
Whereas Valvaris, that'll be my... I'll play Valvaris, I'll rage, and then be like, I'll fucking play night quest.
Yeah.
Next up, a game that both of you like the look of, Yes, Your Grace. Was announced this week and it is releasing early 2020. It's been developed by Brave at Night and published by No More Robots. And it is what can only be described as a medieval sim where you basically get to run a medieval kingdom however you want. You guys saw the trailer, didn't you?
Yeah. Kick-ass metal soundtrack. I honestly thought it was a Death Clock sort of the video game. Yeah, it started off with Mermaid, and you're like, yeah, here we go. And then it's kind of looked like, as I said at the end, it looked like it was the Stark family.
Yeah.
All there, you've got the 3 daughters, they're going to... and you're sitting in a throne room deciding how you're going to deal with all these people who are...
How you'll rule.
Bothering you with their menial shit.
Yeah. It looks like it's got a sense of humour. It's like...
It does, yeah.
I hope it'll be as in-depth, like, as something like Papers, Please. Like, it's such a simplistic gameplay.
Yeah.
And Papers, Please was very consequential, wasn't it? And the way it kind of went on.
That was good.
If it offers something like that as it, I think that'd be great. Like,
I think the circumstances will change based on how you rule your kingdom.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it has the chance for riots and uprisings and all sorts of...
Poisonings and...
as long as there's the option to say off with the head. Off with their head! That's all I want to say, every single one. Off with their head!
That's it. But I like the look of that one.
Yeah. Early 2020, all consoles and PC.
Nice.
I'll be on that.
Should be cool. And wrapping up the news this week is Demon Pit. Demon Pit has been teased for a little while, it's had a demo for a little while, and it's now got a final release date. It's coming out on the 17th of October. It is coming to PC first on the 17th of October, and it's releasing on all consoles at a later date, no confirmed date yet. Demon Pit is very much a game that is heavily inspired by Doom. It's an arena shooter. I would say it's very much, Dan can correct me here, but I would say it's very much someone's idea of Doom for a new generation, not what Doom actually offers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's an arena. It looks like it's set within a square. They're going to run around that square. You're going to be flooded with monsters. You'll have to do a bit of jumping, a bit of shooting. The gunplay looks nice, as in it's far smoother than Doom is. But then again, Doom is like 20-something years old, more than that now. I have no idea
Did you ever see the
what year it
videos
is.
of Doom running on a McDonald's cash register?
Yes,
No.
saw that.
It seems it can run on anything.
It's so good.
I've seen it run on one of those watches.
Yeah,
that,
I've seen it run on a calculator.
You can run it on. You can run it on pretty much anything. because it's Doom. It doesn't take up a lot. I don't know. I'm not. My issue is, what are you offering? What is the new thing you're offering here? Because we've got so many of these shooters which have gone retro style and then have given us hardcore levels of Doom. Brutal Doom is what you're going to be pitted against.
I know your brother, and I've not played this game. Like, old school shooters aren't my thing. I don't need to sit here and lie about it. It's not my thing. I wouldn't go and play them. Your brother's been speaking a lot about Dusk recently.
Yeah.
And Trev's been playing Dusk, one of our patrons, and they both said it's one of the best, like, recreations as such of a classic shooter. And then Trev's also playing Iron Fury at the moment, which is basically just Duke Nukem with a woman. Yeah. And he's like, I'm loving it. It's great. It's just old school. And like you said, there's so much competition. This doesn't feel like it's gonna.
And I've only watched the trailer, so I don't know exactly how it will feel. But visually, it's not giving me that thrill that
definitely not.
If I'm being cynical,
other ones have.
It feels like they've gone, let's make this look a bit like Doom. And people will look at the screenshots and go, oh, this is a Doom game, I'll buy it. That's honestly how, if I'm being cynical, how it feels.
Yeah.
But it's releasing, there's a demo now. So if you want to try the demo out now on Steam, you can go give the demo a go. Maybe one of us can play it before next week and see what it's like.
I'll give it a go.
Probably your jam rather than mine.
It's my genre.
But yeah, that is the news. Wow, we are flying through it.
Jesus, we're good. Though it does say over there 50-something minutes.
Well, we had Patreon, didn't we, for like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, people who don't pay money don't get the good stuff.
No, they don't get the good stuff.
Well,
all the good stuff.
Some money. What's wrong with you?
$1 a month, that's what it is. And wrapping us up, our main topic this time is, now, streaming services have been taking over the world of entertainment for the last probably 5 years, I'd say. Really, like, Netflix has really started snowballing up now. I mean, you've got Netflix, you've got Amazon Prime, you've got Apple jumping into the game now, you've got Disney jumping into the game. Then the gaming
Disney's
scene...
going to be huge. I'm even going to buy into the Disney one.
We brought the... you had to make an American account, but it does work over here. But there was a thing on Disney that is... I can't remember what it's going to be a month now, but if you pre-ordered it, we brought 3 years of it, but it worked out at £3 a month if you paid 3 years outright. So we'd done it already. Sarah's like, let's just get it. Like, we might as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So we paid for it outright, and then it works out £3 a month. But you had to pay for it in dollars. But we did check. You can still use it over here because it's done on an internet connection, not on your terrestrial TV.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But anyway, so they're all jumping into the TV industry, and it's only been about the last year that gaming has kind of gone, well, surely there's a market in the gaming scene for this. Utomic were around beforehand. There's a couple around beforehand. Origin's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Having a streaming service. Not really, people haven't really brought into it. Maybe because it's the EA brand, maybe because they're thinking, well, I don't want to just play EA games.
I think also it's finally become a viable option for most people.
Yeah. I think Game Pass was, no pun intended, the game changer of the video game scene.
Yeah. Especially
Xbox coming out and saying, because like PlayStation Now has been a thing for ages.
Yeah.
But Xbox coming out and saying any first party game that releases on Xbox will go there day one. Like you're talking Halo, you're talking Gears, you're talking Forza. People were like, what? You'd like Sea of Thieves, like you guys play tons of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
You'd never brought the game, you'd never played the game.
Well, no, because it was 40, 50 quid as it came out. I didn't know what this game was going to be like. I wouldn't take that risk on it. So, but Game Pass, well, I've got 100, 200 games.
Yes.
And I'm getting more every month. Plus I get free games every now and again. And you're just there going, well, that's worth a tenner.
Yeah, definitely.
And what's starting to come out now is we're starting to see more and more and more, especially indie games, almost trying to get ahead of the competition by saying, we're available day one on Game Pass. We're available day one on Apple Arcade, which is another new one that's recently popped up. We're available day one on Utomic or something like that. But Game Pass seems to be the one they want to go to. And understandably, it's probably the biggest subscription service in video gaming, especially with the PC Game Pass now being a thing. And was it $10.99 a month for Xbox Live and PC Game Pass?
Yeah.
Which is
$10.99
blows my mind.
Game Pass on all, your console, your PC, and you get live gaming.
And if you on PlayStation, if you pay I know you shouldn't pay monthly for PS Plus. Like for is it PS Plus?
Well, the streaming.
No, your
PlayStation Now.
No, your
PS Plus. Yeah.
PS Plus to play on the internet.
Yeah.
is £6.99
Yeah.
if you pay monthly. So you're talking £4 more, you can go get live and the 100 extra 100 games on console, and then another 100 games, a lot of them are the same maybe, but some different ones, on PC. It's
Plus massive discounts on games you want to buy, and I feel like I'm pimping them now. And
well, no, it's a good service. Like I say this on stream so many times because I stream card games and they're free to play. People always stop by and say, "Should I drop money in this game?" And I'm always like, "I'm never going to tell you to go and spend your own money. Here's my opinion on it." And my opinion is, if you want to buy into a streaming service, I would say Xbox Game Pass is the way to go at the moment. It's not even streaming; you download it. But but what we're going to talk about anyway is
indie games.
So
what I'm going to say is relate later.
Cool. So indie games now, like perfect example being Lonely Mountains Downhill, is like making a big deal of we're available day one on Game Pass. Descender's done it, the downhill mountain biking game, and then apparently it got a lot of good feedback. People could get into the game. Now, your average Joe Blogs who buys FIFA and COD, I know we take that as a stereotype every year, but they buy those two games.
It's a real stereotype.
It is, yeah. They probably have. They might have Game Pass. Well, my brother-in-law's got Game Pass, and he
same thing.
Inbred.
Yeah. And he scrolls down, and he'll be like, "Oh, let's give this a go," because he hasn't got to pay money for it.
Yeah.
Do you feel that is the future of big indie game releases? And I say big because they're not going to take anything, but because Xbox do a big thing, don't they? Saying there's 4 new games coming this month. 2 of them are normally indie. So the fact that think about how many indie games release each month, they've got to be good releases. Is that the future for not a massive, but we're talking mid-tier indie game company to go, we want to get out there, we want to get ahead of competition? Is that...
Well, yeah, mid-tier, I'd say so, or even not low-tier, because I think it's like you were saying, when you don't really have to shell out money for these games, you can just download and play them, because you've got Game Pass. People will try them, but people are so reluctant to spend money on indie games. Yeah. So I think this is a good deal. Big companies like your Double Fines and whatnot, they're going to
make digital. Anyway. Like people, they just sell.
They're
going
to make money anyway.
They sell stuff no matter what.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you say mid to low tier, I think.
Robogato is free in Epic Store.
Yeah.
So they're all even.
You haven't played that, have you?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I did mean to download it.
Definitely.
But I haven't been on there yet. I've been a bit busy playing Cat's Quest and Flotsam.
I'd
like to say doing
it.
Nice. Didn't say it's fine.
That's sexy.
I
find it a real difficult one because I think it's brilliant, as in for me as a player, because I can buy these subscription services and then I can sit there and I can just play indie games until I'm wet in the pants. It's just like...
Don't say long.
No, it really doesn't. And you really enjoy it. And of course they release these day ones and you're like, oh, that's great, I'm in there. The other side of me is I don't know how much they're making from it.
Right, that's a good point.
So I have this whole bit of, yes, it's great for us, the consumers. So we can sit there and they advertise them brilliantly. They're at the front of the page. They come to the top. So whenever a new indie game's coming out front on it, it's right there. It's in your face. It's it sits usually next to Gears of War.
Yeah.
So the big title, and right there next to it is this indie game, and you don't get that anywhere else. They're not really pushing the indie games. Like, oh, we have some, but you're gonna have to hunt for a bit.
Dig for them, yeah.
But are the companies getting the money?
I would say no from the services, but I would say they use it more of a marketing opportunity. So people like, not just us, but say you got Game Pass, you play Slay the Spire on Game Pass. It's brilliant. You go into work, your mate hasn't got an Xbox, hasn't got a PC. Slay the Spire is amazing. Oh, he goes and buys one on his Switch. Now they've made money on that version. Yeah.
So the word of mouth, you're able to spread it more through. Yeah.
So I feel like without treading anywhere near the debacle of PC platforms, all that. But let's be honest, hardcore Steam players aren't going to have Xbox Game Pass. But if they hear lots of people tweeting out about this game's amazing, Outer Worlds is amazing, they'll be like, oh sweet, I'll buy it on Steam.
Yeah,
that could work with a word of mouth there.
Definitely.
That's
so it's more of an advertising tool that works for a lot of different people.
That's how I think they use it.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Well, in that case, it's freaking brilliant.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What an amazing thing for these companies to get, because as we know, doing this, there are next to no other places you can go out there and find out about indie games.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You know, I've sat many times trying to hunt through going, okay, what indie games are coming out, what's happening when, all of this lot, you know, the basic research we try and do, and it's really fecking hard to find this stuff out. So if Xbox are going to go, hey, well, actually, we've just bought all of these indie game companies, which is basically what they're doing, which I think is a very cunning ploy for the next generation of console.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to work for them really well.
XBLA's come back. Loved XBLA. So good. Carry on.
We can all get involved in it more now. It's easier to find these games. It's easier to then turn around to people and go, as you said, man, you've got to play this game.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's also going to have an opposite effect at some point, because more people will get to play Mutant Year Zero, and then they'll turn around and go, well, it had the potential to be great, but what are those stealth mechanics?
Is that also a thing, though? Do you think, like, this is a slight little tangent, but we love tangents.
Yeah.
If someone's not enjoying a game, like, say you went and bought a game for 15 quid.
Yeah.
It's not tons of money, but you still spent 15 quid of your money on it.
Yeah.
Playing a game, you're not thoroughly enjoying it, but you're not hating it, you'd probably see it through, right?
Yeah.
If you downloaded it from Game Pass and you're playing it, and you were like, you wouldn't see it through.
Good point, yeah, I would. Yeah, that's a good point.
You have that different edge to it, though. If I paid 15 quid for a game and I wasn't enjoying it, I was irritated by it, I would be shouting that shit out.
Yeah.
How dare you make me pay 15 quid for this game?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. You haven't even bothered making it properly, you lazy SOBs. Right, I can't believe I actually filtered myself there.
Sons of Queeps.
I really Sons of Queeps.
Yeah.
Right?
Sons of Queeps.
Whereas if I get it free on Game Pass and I don't enjoy it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. That costs me nothing. I don't then go like, what idiot did that? Whereas then when I find the great ones, like Bad North I was playing, really loved it. I'm like, hey, you've got to play this game, really enjoyed it. So you're more likely to shout out the good ones and just skip
That's a really good point, yeah.
Whereas if I pay money, I'm livid, because that's my cash. I've worked for that. I worked hard for that.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm not really ticking over in my head, well, actually, you're paying every month for this, or you blah, blah, blah every month. Because, well, I haven't paid 60 quid for Gears, so everything is bonus from that point, isn't it? And I haven't paid this extra money so I could sit down and play Forza for a bit, or, you know, some of the AAA titles. As long as they put one of those out every 3 months, well, I don't care about the rest, do I? I'm always in the money.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Happy days.
So, question I have. Apple have... Did you just want to add something?
No, go for it.
So, Apple have obviously recently jumped into the market with Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
And from what I hear from people who are playing on iPads and that, they're enjoying it. People are genuinely enjoying it as a bit of software. Xbox we spoke about. Utomic is on the PC, but it seems like it's slowly fading away.
Yeah.
Especially now. They were one of the first ones, but they couldn't... In my opinion, they couldn't get the IPs. They couldn't get the big names.
I feel like they had some big names at the
They
time.
did, but they weren't like...
They had Star Wars, didn't they?
But they had the old Star Wars games, yeah.
Oh, the
but now,
classics.
The good shit.
like EA Origins becoming more of a thing. Ubisoft have got their own one coming. Bethesda have got their own one coming.
I've got to say, this is seeming more and more cramped.
It is
far sooner than the
It is
television
cramped, but then
and
there are
film
some people out there who are just Ubisoft fans. People who want to play the Tom Clancy every year. Who want to play? I had someone in chat
Don't
today.
you have a mobile phone? Well,
I had someone in chat.
response to anything.
I had someone in chat today who they were like, I know they're not great games, but I play the Ghost Recon every year, and then I play like basically any Ubisoft game that they play. They like the military Ubisoft shooters,
Right.
and I'm like, and they're like, I know they're not good. I just enjoy playing them, and I'm like, oh, so like that's probably then for the Ubisoft one. Now, PlayStation come out this week and have added some pretty big additions to PlayStation
They've
now.
changed it quite a bit.
And they've changed it.
Rebranding almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you
Yeah.
is this: because with PS5 coming soon,
Mm-hmm.
are we going to get PlayStation Game Pass version of them? They have indie games there. They have companies that develop for PlayStation, indie game wise. Devolver are always more tied with PlayStation than they have been with anything else in the past. Are we going to get a PlayStation Game Pass? PlayStation now? Is PlayStation now going to turn into that?
But you don't argue that it already is that. That's their version.
That is their version of it.
Yeah, no,
but
I
it's
mean
really shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
but is it going to go into what? Is it going to write? Are they going to turn around and say our first party games will go here? Are they going to turn around and say our indie games, like we're going to push indie games here? Are they going to do that?
No. I don't think they will, mainly because they won the console war.
Yeah.
Right? They want it, and for where they're sitting at the moment, they don't have to do anything. They release another console. They know people are brand loyal, and that is what they've pushed. So they don't need to say, well, next Spider-Man will be free on there if you pay $10.99 a month. They're going to go, you pay $10.99 a month, you can have all of these old PlayStation games, and then you're going to pay an extra 60 quid for the next Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Whereas Xbox have gone, hang on, we this up.
Yeah.
We made a good console, but we completely missed the point. We need to gain people back and make them not only feel that this is the place to play games, but actually we're inclusive of everyone, which is why they've done so much with Nintendo and cross-platform and putting out Cupheads and doing all of this lot. But they've also gone straight to PC and gone, actually, yes, this is available on PC. We can do stuff with PC, so you play on PC, Nintendo, Xbox. This is a community.
Yeah.
We're not fighting for it. We're going to build that way, and yes, you can get our games first party here because they've got none.
Yeah.
And push it that way. So yes, Sony's going to have their own version of it, but I don't think
It's
they'll
not
be
anywhere
putting
near as
first party.
extensive. Yeah. I think with Sony, realised pretty early on, like pretty much day one of this generation, that pushing the future of gaming isn't what people want.
No.
Because Xbox, obviously, they're pushing it. They're like, oh, it's all different now. It's all internet based. It's all this kind of stuff. And Sony were like, no, it's just it's games, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to stick with that because Xbox are pushing the envelope even further this time with streaming, and it's going well for them for once. And it probably will do well, but I think PlayStation are going to do the opposite. They're going to say, like, oh yeah, PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4 games, like an old console.
Yeah.
It's like the old days, guys. Just play your games.
And it's
Don't
just
worry
about
about
the
it.
games. You don't need this future shit. No
Just
one needs that.
Just play your damn
I mean, the most
games.
adventurous thing PlayStation done this generation is PSVR.
Yeah,
that's
probably very good.
Yeah.
Except to buy an
Adventurous
extension lead. But it is very good, PSVR.
The one I think's going to be really interesting to watch is Apple Arcade. Because Apple Arcade is not really as much about the iPad, it's about the mobile market.
Mm.
Most people play games and have games on mobiles now. It's one of the biggest earners we have for game playing.
Mm.
Now, Apple Arcade will allow you to play all of these different games, Xbox Game Pass style.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to appeal to so many people.
Yeah. Teenagers.
So many people.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how much it is, but it's not expensive.
$4.99 for 5 keys. So you can buy it and you can give it to you and all your family.
So a mum's going to buy that and give it to her kids.
To her kids.
You usually have 2 kids, £2.50 a month each.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the other ones, you're like, oh, doesn't your friend have it? There you go, happy birthday. It's the same way I have Apple Music.
Yeah.
Because it's what my daughter wanted. Well, then, there you go. Then my mum's like, oh, I like music. Well, I love you, Mum. Here's something I got for fucking free anyway. Shh, don't say that. Oh, God, this is not the Patreon podcast. Damn it.
And she watches every week.
She really does.
does she actually watch?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
What? She sits through this crap?
I know. I love you, Mum. You're a fucking hero.
You're pretty cool.
My mum watches everything that we do. Me, my
I'm
brother.
sorry.
She's seriously hardcore.
Yeah.
Old school gamer as well, so give her
Sick,
props.
yeah.
But damn it, I've just ruined everything now. I mean, no, I bought it for my mum,
And you gave
and
a
you
free
gave
one to your daughter.
To my daughter.
or whatever.
Yeah, stupid. They don't watch this.
Who
And my wife.
cares? Who?
Yeah, exactly. Love you, Mum. But I think that's going to be the one that's really going to be changing everything, because I think at that point Android will turn around and go, hang on.
Google will come out. Well, Google got Google
Do they?
Stadia.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
They've actually got
It
it.
should be with their phone.
I've got it pre-ordered, so...
Really?
Well, it was
I
100.
don't care.
No, I don't either really.
Yeah.
It was £190, and I was like, in terms of what a console price is, that's quite
That's
cheap.
really cheap.
And I was like,
True.
I'll give it a go. I don't care. I'll give it a go. I'm more interested rather than I am excited.
Yeah, maybe it is a brand loyalty thing. Or maybe it is because I'm one of these people who's like, I just like the way it used to be.
But also,
But that's why I want to.
when I read about how it can link with my phone, I was like, oh, brilliant. So I could literally
to me, that's
take
just
my
like,
controller downstairs and I could just sit on my lap and keep playing the game.
I don't know. To me,
Sometimes
I don't know how
you
it
need
works,
your controller
but-
with you. You can just do it on the fly with just your phone.
Yeah, well, I've been playing.
That's what we
I don't like mobile gaming at all. I've said this many times.
Yeah.
But I have been playing Mythgard on phone, and I'm like, this works right.
Yeah, it works really
Can't
nicely
games
on the
work fine
phone.
on phone, surely.
No.
Well, Mythgard's
Funnily
hard.
enough-
It's got 7 lanes.
Oh, okay.
Funnily enough, a lot of times card games don't work
Yeah.
on the phone. You can't read the text; they're too small. It's irritating.
Oh,
New,
The
yeah,
graphics
new
so
player
bad.
experience isn't good on the phone.
Oh.
Whereas with Mythgard, it works.
Yeah.
You can like hold it down, it pops up nicely. It does run really well on the phone.
Yeah.
And what is bonkers?
Your
This
next carryover.
blew me. This blew my
yeah,
mind.
it's all connected.
This blew my
What's
mind.
blown your mind?
I tried it once because I really needed a crap and I was streaming.
Okay.
So I was on the PC
Yeah.
playing the game. And I was like, I really need a crap, guys. And they were like, and then some guys like, oh, you play on your phone. And I'm like, that's what? So I opened my phone and like the switch went. The game was on my phone from the PC, and I was like, oh, all right,
That's
guys.
very cool.
You're going to just a black screen for now. And I went downstairs, carried on playing it. They couldn't see the game. I was playing it. Came back, opened up the PC, pressed login, and then went straight back to the game.
Yeah.
I was like,
very impressive.
I've had that as my phone ran out of power. I booted up the game and it was right there at the point I was in the game, and I was like, "No fucking way!"
That's
I'm
excellent.
gonna keep
even
playing.
Hearthstone doesn't do that.
No.
Wow.
I'm like, what? Honestly blew my mind. I was
That's
like,
awesome,
that's
yeah.
insane. But yeah,
Well done, whoever that made.
Rhino.
But I do think that Apple Arcade is going to be the interesting one to watch, because I think that's then going to push what Microsoft do.
I think you're right, yeah.
I think Sony are going to be behind this year because they're not going to pick that up.
Yeah.
They're not interested in cross-platform.
Well,
They're
they
not
are
interested.
they've
co-developing,
said
aren't
so
they?
recently,
They're
haven't they?
co-developing with. Oh no, they've released a beta, so they're giving a beta out to developers to do cross-platform.
Right.
But then they also are
They're
doing.
dipping their little
They're
toe
doing
in
the
it.
streaming service with Xbox. Remember, they've joined force of Xbox to do
Right.
the streaming service
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
to kind of basically go, Google, you think you can handle us, mate? We're coming together.
Combine forces. Wow.
But that's not actually playing together, that's streaming.
Yeah, that's it.
That's still
the
cool.
next
That's
step.
like a step in the right direction.
It's a start, but
Yeah.
I think PlayStation are going to get left behind in it, because I think they're still caught up
in this, they will. Yeah, they'll get left behind in the streaming stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't.
I
Think
also think in the
for
cross-
now they really care about it.
No,
They
yeah,
dropped the
that's it.
price on now, which is good. They should have done that because it's way too expensive. And I think it will stay that way for a while, and then once this Game Pass starts really kicking off and Arcade starts kicking off, they'll maybe start really stepping back and thinking maybe we'll.
I think
Put
they're
some
going to
work
see
into
a
this.
really good start to their console launch.
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to make good numbers because people are brand loyal.
Yeah, I'm on.
And then I think there'll be a lot of kickback once they start noticing, well, hang on, why can Xbox do this?
Yeah.
Why can they stream that? And why can they show that? And why are they able to play with these people and we can't? And PlayStation will be like, well, why would you want to? Shut up, carry on. We're going to do this. And then it will reach the point where everyone's doing it. Your PC players, everyone, they're all talking about it. It's the next big thing, and PlayStation are behind.
Yeah.
So it's not a sales issue. I don't think they'll sit there going, oh my God, we haven't sold. Well, they probably will. They'll probably go, oh, we haven't sold the forecast amount of 50 billion million. The thing is, we only hit 49 billion million. And you'll be sitting there going, you dickhead, man. But
I cried because I dropped a pound coin down a drain the other day.
yeah. That was my lunch money. I couldn't buy my tin of beans with sausages in, and that was it, day over.
Those are good though, aren't they?
They are fucking good.
Yeah. I usually get the Tesco ones.
Yeah.
But I got a Heinz one recently, and I forgot how much better they are.
Are they actually better?
Good. The sausages, maybe it's a childhood thing.
Yeah.
The sausages in that, they're so unique to Heinz beans and sausages.
Yeah.
But they are good enough.
There's a flavour to
They
it, isn't
taste.
there?
It tastes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
And it really, really made my night. You know. Anyway.
So to wrap it up before we move on to, or for us to close up for Patreon,
Yeah.
do you think, bringing it back round full circle,
Yeah,
do you
bring it
think,
round.
so we'll go to Tom first, do you think
Bring it on.
an indie game releasing on a streaming service first will get into more hands rather than just releasing around?
Absolutely.
Dan?
Yes,
Yeah.
100% definitely, and I think it can only be a good thing
Mm-hmm.
for indie games.
I agree. I think it's, otherwise they just kind of drown out.
Can I add to that as well? I think it's going to be a good thing for gaming in general, because I think the more people get to play better games, they're going to start realising that this AAA shit we're being fed is crap.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, hang on.
Start their game.
Yeah,
They're
they're going to
fucking
have to, because
Well,
They're gonna
they
sit
are
there.
starting to get called out now. If you go back 3 years, games released with bugs or needed patches were kind of glazed over. It was like, it happened, it's fine.
They're quite a rush of that
But
in
now,
recent years.
now we're getting like it's getting very not outspoken, because outspoken makes it seem like they shouldn't be doing it. But you know what I mean? That
People are
speaking
giving
up,
shit for it.
yeah, and like FIFA or EA especially, like with the whole FIFA thing, FIFA fans are very loyal, but FIFA fans have come out and been like, this is fucking unacceptable. Like,
Yeah.
what you've given us is completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
And it's going to build up. I mean, now it's already seen, I know you're looking forward to Star Wars, but I've already seen a massive backlash for it because they're saying the last 7 EA titles haven't released complete. So they're like,
Yeah.
people are like, we're just not going to buy Star Wars.
Oh, people are like worried this is going
Yeah, they're like, well, no, we haven't, not an EA game hasn't released complete the last 7 titles. Why should this one?
Yeah.
And that's what
And
they're
to be
saying.
fair, I was worried at E3 when they showed alpha footage, and then they said it's out in like 4 months,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, why are you showing me
Yeah.
alpha footage then? Surely
Yeah.
beta at least.
So it's like, again, going back to what you said at the very beginning, we're now jumping on Destiny, and already, it's only, they've only probably had 2 or 3 months post Activision. You
Yeah.
can already see that Bungie is starting to come through in the game.
Yeah.
Like little things like they've got these finishes in the game. They didn't,
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
need to add them in. Like, no one was asking for them.
Yeah.
And you can earn them all in game. And it's like, here's these little things you can do here. And all of a sudden you're like, this is Bungie coming through now. Give this a year. And they've already said there's no Destiny 3. Like, Destiny's just an
It's going
evolving
to
world
continue
now.
from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a year. I'm so excited to see where Destiny can go. With Bungie going, we can do what the fecking hell we want.
There is one thing I would really
jump
like
on
them
it.
to do.
Sparrow League Racing.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, there's 2 things I'd like them really to do. Sparrow League Racing. But also, when you go in to look at the ones you're missing, so I'm missing 2 of the expansions, it'd be really nice just to see how much they cost down the bottom.
Oh, you can do that on the.
You have to go into it,
You have to like,
and
go
then
into the store
and
for
go
that,
through.
yeah.
But it'd be great to just have it on there, because I'd just buy it.
Yeah.
I just like to know how much I'm spending when I press that buy button instead of it being
I
like,
know how
oh,
much it
you've
is
got to
now.
jump through.
It's actually weird. So Forsaken is 20 quid,
Yeah,
but if you buy Shadowkeep for 30 quid,
yeah.
you get Forsaken.
Okay.
So it's a bit odd. Like, yeah. Because all the season 1 pass stuff is now free.
Yeah.
And you get a free season pass anyway. Like Fortnite, you got a free season pass, but then you get a premium season pass.
Yeah.
Buying Shadowkeep gets you your first season pass for free, and then each season costs £7. So effectively, if you want to play the game over the course of the year, it will cost you £28 to do the seasons. But that's the only content you need to buy.
Right.
And that just gives you free stuff. And
That gives you like leveling up stuff, and then every year they are going to have an expansion, which is going to be about £30. So if you're all in on the game and it's all you play, because some people that is all they play, you're
30
looking
quid
at
a year, it's not
you're
bad.
looking at 58 quid with the season pass and with the £30 expansion.
Yeah.
Or I think you can spend 50 quid on the expansion and get all the season pass pre-ordered like now. So 50 quid a year on a game like that.
It's pretty good.
And it's an indie game, so we can talk about it.
It's an indie game
Exactly.
you can talk about. Bungie are now an indie company. And they have said they want a new IP by 2025.
I've got one for you. I'm not going to say it online.
I really want
If you want to
them-
find out what it is, you need to
So
sponsor this show.
I really want them to make a sci-fi mascot shooter.
Stop it, man. They're
make
never
Halo.
going to pay
Yeah,
us for
you
this shit.
can say Halo.
No, but I want them to make Halo and to go, oh, Xbox, yeah, you know you're trying to bring Halo back? We've got Halo now. Here's just a new one. It's called Palo.
Shit.
And you play as a pagan,
Pagan.
who's now Master Chief. But they're not called Master Chief, they're called Pastor Chief.
And they're there with their pasta. Going, hey, you want rigatoni? I got it.
What an awful game.
And it's not the Covenant, it's
Yeah, come on, here we go. This is going to
The
be good.
Covenant. Just
the
say it.
Covenant.
Yeah.
And they're poor.
You're just putting P in front
They're
of
poor.
it. What?
They're poor.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Poverty.
So, hang on.
Poverty, Provident.
Hang on. So what you have here is you have an Italian fascist destroying the poor.
Maybe they could go into.
I don't think they're going to make this game, mate.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, no, there's...
Halo.
There's a bit of history there.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, oh, there isn't.
There is history there, but
Yeah.
water under the bridge, if you ask me.
Yeah, because we're not Italian, so it doesn't bother
Exactly.
us.
Fuck 'em, mate. Fuck 'em, who cares, right?
I can sit on my golden throne high up in the castle.
Yeah.
King of the castle.
You're
King of the
glad that
castle.
all that happened, aren't you? Say it.
No,
don't
say
The Mario Brothers are a real thing anyway. Let's go on from that.
Let's continue. Should we end the show? Let's end the show.
Patrons, stick around because we're going to keep talking about Halo.
We're not.
We're not.
The next
We'll have
idea.
a better discussion.
If someone from Bungie's watching, you watch now, it'll be like at E3, Halo. You'll be like, he was right.
Combat.
The same E3 where Minecraft 2 gets announced.
someone from
Stop
Bungie is
saying
watching, go to the bear at thedicebed.com and I will wear one of your t-shirts.
Halo.
A small Halo t-shirt. Oh my god. If only we made more money as a show, we could make these t-shirts all the freaking time.
We'd have every 5 t-shirts a week.
5 t-shirts a week, just
Yeah.
random shit t-shirts to pump out to these morons. I mean, listeners.
Yes.
All right, guys. Patreon stick round. Everybody else, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening or watching, whatever you chose to do. If you did listen and you want to catch up with any of the gameplay footage or any trailers of the games we spoke about, then make sure you head over to youtube.com/Indiecredible, or just type Indiecredible into to Google, and I think our YouTube's the first thing that pops up. And you can watch all the trailers on the video version of it. Or vice versa, if you did watch you found us on YouTube, you only maybe watch half of us and you're like, oh, I need to go get my dinner. You can carry on listening to us on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on
Amazing.
pretty much every podcast service you can possibly imagine. Patreon stick round, and if you do want to join into the post-show conversation and chat, whatever you want to call it, then head over to patreon.com/Indiecredible. $1 a month will get you over there. Names scrolling across the bottom are the people that support us at $5 a month or higher. Until next time, guys, have a great day, morning, evening, whatever it is, where you are. Until then, goodbye. Stay great. Goodbye.
Stay great.
Goodbye.
Let's stay incredible.
Yeah.
Stay incredible. Goodbye.
Stop saying goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Palo for the win.
Goodbye.
Patrons.
Goodbye.
Big boy.
Palo.
No, stop. So remember when Last of Us came out in 2013?
Yeah.
Chicken
Yeah.
pie.
It was like 6 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I was very excited for it.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember the E3 announcement with the original gameplay they showed, and I was blown away. I was like, I can't wait for this game.
Yeah.
I was in Scotland at the time. I forced a mum to take me to Asda to buy it on day one, even though I couldn't play it for like a week and a half till I got home. I was just so excited, I just needed to get it.
Okay.
Got it in, I played it for a while, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to do something else for a bit. And then I didn't go back to it. And then I tried again, and I was like, I better start from the beginning, because I don't remember how
Yeah.
controls went. Got to about the same area, and I was like, give it a break.
Yeah.
And then I
Didn't
didn't
go back
go back to it.
Yeah.
Repeat this cycle maybe 3 or 4 times.
Uh-huh.
And to this day, still haven't finished The Last of Us.
Can I tell you something controversial?
May I finish?
Oh, yes, you may.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, no, I've been polite. If you said no, I wouldn't let you
Madam
go.
Web.
Thank you.
Fucking love Madam Web.
Madam Web's great.
Yeah.
It's played by Stanley's wife in the animated series.
Really?
In the 90s, yeah.
Huh.
That's a weird tangent.
Did not know that. Continue, yeah.
Yeah, and finally, since because it's become free this week on PlayStation
Yes, yeah.
Plus, that means Steve at work is playing it, which means because Steve is a fuckwit,
Yeah.
he doesn't understand what spoiler is, and I've gone 6 years without any spoilers.
Oh, no.
No, he hasn't. So I have forced myself. I've put the game back in.
Yeah.
I'm not started again because I've played the beginning bit so many times.
You know it.
I know the story back to front at that point. So I said, I'm just picking up wherever the fuck I left off last time. So I'm doing that, and I don't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
I just had to learn it, and I just want to say, I want to announce that I finally pushed past getting out of that city. I got to the bridge,
Yeah.
and I'm out of the city, and I've played a good part of the game. I'm in the winter section of the game now, and I feel safe again.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
It's incredible.
It's good fun. It's a fucking downer.
It is.
But it's good.
It is. Your brother's just starting to play it. He's never played it before, and he was like,
He's never touched it.
no, he was like, just gonna find it really underwhelming, aren't I? I was like, I don't think you will. It is. I was like, it's Naughty Dog best story.
It's aged
it
a
is
bit
their
now.
best story.
It's aged a bit, I think.
Yeah.
The AI isn't as smart as it once was. I remember when I first played it, I was like, wow.
It's 8 years old now.
It's 6, isn't it? It's 8 years old?
Well, the console's been out for 7 years, and it came out the last year.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
8 years old.
No, it's been 8 years. I always forget how old I am.
You're like 50 or something.
I'm only 23. But whenever anyone asks, I'm always like, yeah, 25, 24, 23.
So, it was released when you were 15.
Yeah, I was definitely like young when it came out, yeah. Not anymore.
I remember being at uni and being like, oh, I should probably play this game. Played it in like a day.
I remember in my science class, the day after the video release, there's a computer room behind my science class, and we all misbehaved, like we're talking too much. So it's like, can you go work in the back? Me and a friend of mine. And I was like, mate, boot up this computer, I've got to show you something. And I showed him the gameplay footage because it's so exciting. He's like, that's amazing. I was like, that's the best game I've ever seen in my life. It looks so real. I was like, this is a
It's
real.
not a good real now, is it?
It doesn't look real, but it still looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Uncharted 4's been out, and that looks far better. But yeah, but it's such a good game. I'm glad I'm finally pushing through it.
See, I think it's a brilliant story.
Yeah.
Don't think it's such a good game.
Gameplay wise.
Yeah.
Why?
Lots of bits of it just irritate me.
What in particular?
Mainly the cover system.
It's not great.
No.
Not really there.
Although it's bizarre.
Yeah, but they do
You
a
just
couple of
crouch
moments.
behind cover.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
cover-
It's
the
just
covers-
like, why?
The cover system, this is what really annoyed me about Uncharted 4. The cover system and stealth system in Last of Us is better than it is in Uncharted 4.
Disagree.
Uncharted 4, you can't throw bricks to do any distractions.
Oh no, that's annoying. Because in Uncharted 3 you can.
Yeah,
You
Uncharted 4
approach
you
it.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had so many more outs playing Last of Us as a stealth game than I did as Uncharted 4.
I'll give you that. But maybe you should be playing Last more as a stealth game, less of a shooter.
Oh, it's not a shooter, yeah.
Well, it's the point. The cover mechanics for shooting is far better in all the Uncharted than it is in Last.
Oh,
of Us.
yeah.
I agree with Dan. It's like because you don't press circle at cover and then you get behind it. You crouch and then you walk up to the cover, crouched, and you just stay crouched. That's all it is.
Mm.
It works, but I think you should
It
go
does.
to stealth really. But I'm really enjoying it so far. And
I think it's a wonderful story.
I'll probably finish
Absolutely
it.
wonderful
I mean,
story.
I don't know the ending, so I'm really excited to finish it.
Well, the part
Yeah,
where...
if you could Steve, he literally proved my point today.
Yeah, go on.
Right, so he was talking about films to James, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you led on to him saying it's like Boy in a Striped Pajamas," and James goes, "I haven't seen that. What's it about?" And I was about to cut in, but I was like, "No, I'll let Steve tell us what it's about."
Oh, go on.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Boy in a Striped Pajamas. He goes, "It's about this German kid, and he becomes friends with a Jewish kid in a concentration camp." And then he gets mixed up with him because he goes in a concentration camp and gets put in the showers at the end and dies. And I literally was like, fucking hell. I went, Steve, this is exactly why I need to finish The Last of Us for you. You've just told him the whole film. And I gave him an example.
You ruined the entire ending. The shocking moment.
Exactly.
It's just
I literally said, I can't believe you've done that. I said to James, if you'd asked me, I would have said, it's about a German officer's son who befriends a Jewish boy in a concentration camp.
Yeah,
That's what it's
That
about.
is it. That's what you need
it's
to know.
about.
Yeah.
You don't need the whole story. You don't need the one moment in the story that really shocks you.
It'd be like going to someone, oh, what's the stories of Seven? It's about Brad Pitt finding his wife's head in a box.
Exactly, yeah. It's Bruce Willis was a ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
It's Snape kills Dumbledore.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, he proved my point. He's such a thickie. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand story structure, so he doesn't know he's spoiling it. He's honest, that's what it is. He doesn't understand that he's spoiling it. Because when we were playing Detroit at the same time, he started spoiling stuff. And I was like, whoa, I haven't got there yet. And he was like, oh, well, that happens. I was like, no, stop. No, I don't want to know. Stop telling me. This is a boy, this kid, had watched Infinity War before he watched most of the Marvel Universe.
Can I just ask, does he think you're friends?
Of course he does.
But it sounds like you spend a lot of time being hateful towards him.
I wouldn't say
But does
hateful.
he not notice?
No,
Okay.
he's very dim. I don't think I'm hateful towards him in person. I'm friendly to him in general.
Oh, okay.
If he's been particularly stupid, I'll call him out and I'll be like, that's ridiculous, Steve, or what are you saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, being Iron Man.
He is Iron Man. to be
He
fair.
is Iron Man.
Yeah. But he also talks like an old man sometimes. He says some stuff that really cracks me and James up.
Yeah.
Like, what song was it? It was Your Mother's Got a Penis by Goldie Looking Chain.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Was on the playlist, and I heard him talking to James, and he was like, "Is this one of yours?" And James was like, "Yeah, it's one of mine." And he goes, "I thought it was because it's a bit naughty." And I literally heard that. I immediately texted James like, "You and your naughty songs."
It's a bit naughty.
Who says that unless you're over 50? What's a bit naughty this
Or
one? Isn't
flirting.
it? Oh, awful.
It's a bit naughty.
It's a bit naughty this one, isn't it, James?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to finish it this weekend, last one, so he cannot spoil it for me.
So the ending is still
I've heard it's got quite a phenomenal ending.
still one of my favourite endings. I don't know, it might even be my favourite ending in the game.
I'm actually mildly spoiled by the fact there is a sequel, and I know both Joel and Ellie are in it. That's the most spoiler I've ever got from the last
That is kind of spoilery because
I know they're both a fine.
how it builds up towards the end, that is a spoiler
Right.
moment. But
Well, I'll can't stop talking about it now because I'm going to experience it for the first time this
Yeah.
weekend. So I know what I want to know.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's the wife's birthday this weekend, so I'll be doing
nice.
Pie? Surely?
what? We go out for a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Corin will love that.
No, I'm not Corin.
No, I mean as in we go out for
Oh,
a drink
yeah,
and leave her behind.
yeah.
Not invite her out and drink with us.
Exactly, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, we're all going out for a drink to celebrate your birthday. See you later.
See you later. Yeah, love you. Bye.
But
So yeah,
what are you
I'll
doing?
be whatever she
What
wants.
day's her birthday?
Yeah.
Sunday.
We probably got a present, Sarah.
Sarah probably got
I've got to
it.
say, it works exactly the same way as when it's Sarah's
Yeah.
birthday. Corin will turn down to me and went, "We got Sarah this." I'm like, "Did we?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, okay. I'll make sure I pretend that was my idea."
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that'll be good. I've got.
That would be good.
I don't know, right?
Sucky prick.
There you go. Going out for a meal?
Yeah, but
It's alright, isn't it?
this is Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be with the in-laws and with.
Oh, I meant as in just you two.
No,
That's
we
nice.
get. I'll take her out. We'll go and have breakfast and.
We can't refit. We can refit breakfast, I suppose.
So sorry for Em. She's just got nothing to look forward to. Actually, she's a
That's what you did.
vegan.
I like the sound
She's a
effect as
vegan,
well.
I was trying to do
and that's
as
it.
violent as I possibly could. Like,
I so hope you lube.
what's lube? What?
Have you never tried lube?
No, I go in dry.
Oh, mate, you got to lube that shit up at some point in life.
I like to feel the pain.
Oh, I've got 4 patrons. They're like, why do we pay?
Have
for
we
this?
got 4?
No, we got loads of patrons now.
How
Not
many
loads.
patrons
We've got
Minute, mate.
7.
That's $7, mother.
No, it's 8 because we've got 7 that pay at $5, 1 that pays at $3.
You cheap fuck.
Who is it? Is it Trev?
No, Trev plays at the Big Dog. He's the $10 one.
Oh,
They get a
shit.
they get a package soon. I'm currently
Yeah,
designing,
Christmas.
designing their t-shirts
I
at
forgot
the
about
moment.
Are we going to spin those boxes and come in them and shit?
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do?
What is wrong with
Wasn't
you,
that-
man?
isn't that all we were
Oh,
putting
you're
in the
gonna
boxes?
I think
Come
we
in
did
the
talk about that,
boxes.
didn't we?
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. We're going to, fucking puking them and spitting them and shitting them and stuff, you know.
Oh god.
What? It's what they pay for.
The problem is Brian lives too far away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be throwing all sorts of weird shit in there.
Yeah. Well, we can still throw some weird stuff. I'm trying to think of something weird to put in there. How about we just collect up all our empty cans
and
from
crush
the
it down.
podcast and be like, this is an official podcast can.
Yeah.
You can have
Sign
this.
But anyway, guys, I think that's a good place to stop it, isn't
No
it?
one wants any of
I think that's a good place to stop it. Thanks,
Sounds good.
as always, guys, for your support. And it's been wonderful doing these post shows and pre shows. You get to chat nonsense. And yeah.
Oh, hang on, before we leave, do we know what we're doing next week?
Wait,
There's
I've
been
got
2.
a list.
There've been even, but we didn't be saying by Wednesday.
Yeah, but I've got a list of options if you guys want to hear it.
So
Yeah.
at the moment, it's
Yeah.
only Trev has commented and Brian's commented.
What have they said?
Trev has said film.
Nice.
Brian has said. He said D&D first, but he's also down for film. But if he's down for film, he said you need to let him know what service we're watching it on, as in DVD or Netflix.
Right, okay.
And also, so he knows when we say start, he can start.
We can start on that.
Well, this is I've got a list of films,
Nice.
collections of films,
Yeah.
For a good drunken marathon. Obviously, we mentioned in the car last week Star Wars prequels.
Yes.
It's a funny one.
You got to remember that's 9 hours. When are we doing this?
Mate, why are you such a pussy?
Because
we've got
I'm just
jobs.
wondering when we're doing this.
We're doing it on a Friday. We said this. We said
Yeah, we're doing it on Friday.
9 hours after a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a podcast early.
I think we
right?
may just do one film, mate.
Yeah.
that's
I
fine.
know you're
I-
excited by it, but I think we're looking at one
great.
film.
I've got Lord of the Rings. That's
I've got
great
the
one.
director's cut special edition.
Brilliant,
for
let's
that.
do 12
That's
hours.
alright. Spider-Man: Origin.
Ooh, okay.
Spider-Man 1 to 3, a fucking great marathon, mate. Honestly,
not
I glides
free.
for it. Yeah, but it's funny. You
The
crack
glide
and we'll be
through.
drunk by then, so we'll be laughing when he's all like, "Now dig on this." But it's so funny. I've got
You are dating yourself as well. by
Star
the way.
Trek movies, only the bad ones.
They're all bad, but carry on.
Shut the fuck up. All the odd numbered ones.
Yeah.
And Twilight.
No, I can't do that one. Sorry.
They're fucking good.
No, they are not.
They're
are
so
not.
funny.
That I can't.
And
I can't
that
do
song
Twilight.
is our thing, isn't it? The one from Birmingham. The
1,000 Years.
yeah.
Yes,
that's the one that
just kept jumping in.
Yeah, when I watched the Twilight films the first time recently, and that song came on in the credits, I was like, "Oh, the boys!"
It's an incredible moment.
Yeah. And those are the ones.
And just so you know,
Yeah.
just if you were going to go for the D&D route, which is the Star Trek D&D
yeah, we'll be doing the
mix,
Star Trek one. Yeah.
these two are brothers who've been kicked out of the academy.
Right.
They're not Vulcan. There's no.
I
way
like to think that I was kicked out because of him.
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
okay,
that is
yeah.
exactly how it's going.
Yeah, because I'm obviously like the good.
I
like,
hit my head
good,
when I was younger, and I believe I'm Vulcan. And I thought,
You know what, mate?
I thought for so long.
I'm willing to write that
That
shit
is
in.
funny.
I
That's
thought
great.
for so long that I'm Vulcan.
And I
He's
love
your special. Oh my god, it's Rain Man. Oh, it's fucking Rain Man.
Tom
saying Star Trek.
Cruise.
Oh Jesus, this has just changed my story.
I love that. I love the idea of meeting Vulcans and I have to be like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's not. I know you're like repressing these emotions right now, but like, he genuinely believes he's one of you. Could you please humour him?
And they wouldn't,
They wouldn't.
because it's not logical
It's
to
an
do
expert
something.
within there. Yeah, they wouldn't do such a thing. Yeah, of course. But yeah,
Well, that's it.
and is it original trilogy? Original series.
It's original series, yeah.
Okay. 21st.
That sequel nonsense.
The good shit.
Yeah, they're really.
All right, gents.
It's
Let's wrap it
with
up.
his boobs for
Yeah.
you.
Let's wrap it up.
Mine go last week, you'll go this week.
Guys, thank you so much for stopping by, for your support, for everything else.
Yeah.
Have a great week. And until next week, you guys haven't got to stay incredible because
You already are.
That's it. Goodbye.
What a treat.